All right, hey, I just wanted to check in because I finished a couple more books. I finished Salem's Lot by Stephen King, and I finished Carrie by Stephen King. Both of these books were in that collection that I had got with, where is it here? With The Shining as well, which is my favorite cover. I've already read The Shining, so this was just me finishing off this little collection of his first few books. But one of these books I really enjoyed, and one of these books I didn't enjoy as much. And I was shocked that this was the one I didn't enjoy as much, and I really enjoyed Carrie. I'm going to talk about Salem's Lot first because this was the first one I read. Salem's Lot, if you don't know, is about a town that is kind of overrun with vampires. A vampire moves into the town and starts infecting and killing people, and people are going missing and dying, and a lot of strange shit is happening. And there's a man who used to live there. He comes back into town because he's writing a book, and he's trying to research one of the houses that the vampire actually bought. So he moves back into town, meets a doctor and a love interest girl, and of course there's deaths and there's drama. This book just didn't seem to hold my attention very well. I found myself kind of trailing off when reading it, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the book. It might just be me. Probably is just me because I know a lot of people really like Salem's Lot. But I felt like there were a lot of moments in this book that I just didn't feel like I cared very much, or I didn't connect with any of the characters very strongly. I feel like there was a lot of characters for this short of a book. But I mean, it was a town, so it's fair. I don't know. Overall, I gave this a 3 out of 5. I ended up starting the HBO Max movie that came out yesterday. I watched about half of it, and then the same kind of thing happened where I just didn't care very much suddenly. I wasn't that interested in the movie. I didn't really care for the story. I don't know if vampires are for me, maybe. Maybe it just was boring. This was a 3 out of 5 for me. It borders somewhere between a 2 and a 3. It's not my favorite Stephen King book. What is possibly a contender for my favorite Stephen King book, though, is Carrie. And I didn't think I was going to like this very much, I'll be honest with you. I thought it was just some sort of coming-of-age girl story that she's picked on and she has some powers, and that is what it is, but it is so much more than that as well. Carrie is a girl who's been picked on throughout all of her time at high school, and she doesn't fit in. She's fat, she has pimples, she's socially awkward, she's extremely religious because of her mother, and that plays a big part in this too. She can't do a lot of things that a normal kid would do because of her mom's insane religious beliefs, and she pushes that all onto Carrie. When Carrie gets in trouble, she has to go in the closet and pray. It's craziness. But Carrie ends up going to the high school prom, and some shit goes down. She's made fun of again, in a horrific way, by the way. And she's had enough. And it's a really good story. I really like Carrie as a character. I feel like I could see where she was coming from throughout the whole book. Do I think she went about it the right way? No, not at all. But I think that I like Carrie a lot, and this was an easy 5-star for me. Surprising. I thought it was going to be the complete opposite. I thought this was going to be a 5. This is going to be about a 3. Complete opposite. This is not only one of my favorite Stephen King books, but it's up there for one of my favorite books that I've read right now, and I think it's just because of how much, I don't know. I started this yesterday, and I finished it yesterday. I flew through this book. This book was out over the course of about 2 or 3 days. Overall, solid couple days of reading, though. Solid few days of reading. I'm starting another book that's over on my other desk right now. I'm starting... I gotta see what it's called. So the next book I'm planning on starting is Nothing But Blackened Teeth by Cassandra Kah. And this is going to be a short one, too. I think I'm going to finish it. I'm going to start this. I'm on my lunch at work right now. I think I'm going to start it now, and then I'm going to finish it tonight and maybe have a review up on this one tomorrow. But for now, that was my review of these two books. Again, I wish I could have liked Salem's Lot a little more than I did, but I'm really, really happy with Carrie. And overall, I didn't have a bad time with either book. It was a good time of reading. It's always a good time to be reading. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll check in with you later.